Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, let's go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double time, double time. Three down. I'll go 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Hey, Zoo.
43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
Go. Be grip.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We go set. 60 or.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
Now.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. 3 down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Vaughn. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Vaughn, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Check.
1st down, Murray. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 36 yards.
Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Hey, high 7
Mike's 50.
on the ball. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a catch made by Hopkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second and 2. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll drop to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's get it together, defense. Hey, Haywood. Go.
He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, set.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
218, chop. Come. 43 for Mike.
They're going to look to throw. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll look to throw. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
On the ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And let's get this. Check. General West.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
2nd and 15. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
I'm going to run you. Hey, box truck, box truck. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Coming for you.
Hey, Charlie.
43 is the mic. Get him. Get him.
2nd and 3. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, Delta.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Come to my work. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a give, right side. Vaughn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. Murray now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play, because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, exit. Hey, no, look at get it.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And an alley to run. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 2nd and 4. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hey, Echo.
We got 25 to Mike.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Go out.
Come on, hey, orbit.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
Dude.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Mullins now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
15. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. Defense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got an open man. It's QT. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Take you through.
Bravo.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike switch. Mike 50. Mike 50.
You ain't doing nothing today. Buzz.
Tricky the mic. Tricky that.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Go.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Watch the twist.
Down to first carry for Chase Edmonds. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Buddy up. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. On the ball. Switch. Come on, switch.
Now Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. Check. That's great.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Check 60 on. Single. Let's go.
On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah. 52's the mic. All day, baby. All day. Kill.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end. You got 4.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. Haywood. 52.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. There'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Texans take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at the
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
It's game situation. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Hey. Ready.
Second and 10. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long.
Leo! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback! Shoot! Get it!
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10.
Ready! Right there in the middle. Okay? Big Ed.
Now Murray off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, 2.
2nd and 13. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hall, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Vaughn. And some room to run now. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch that in. Everyone's got 4 down. Shit. Let's go. Ball.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
From from the red zone. Here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And it's caught. And he's brought down. And that pickup will be good for a first down. Give him 10 yards exactly on the quick slant.
That's another Cardinals first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Mike 7.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. That's the pass. Mike 50. Mike 50. Ricky. Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Go.
Second and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, Alpha.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Be Griffin.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Murray now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. First down, Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He wants it all for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. Here the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. '43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Exit. Ready to go.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Go. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Too little, Cupcake.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Mullins now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check three, check three, check three.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready?
2nd and 5. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. Bourne. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Defense wins championship.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and long. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Check your hot read.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10
Go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. Stepping up, and it's a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Down. 8, read.
58 to Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, exit. Cut. Hit it.
They run the draw play with Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3